Senator Hyde-Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Ranking Member, and congratulations to both of you, and I welcome your families. I also welcome some Mississippi legislators. We have 4 legislators here from our Ag committees. We have Senator Neil Wally, we have Senator Andy Berry, Representative Vince Mango, and Representative Bill Pygott. Welcome, and thank you for attending this hearing. As has been discussed many times, Mr. Hoskins, our livestock and poultry industries rely heavily on how USDA acts to protect our nations from foreign animal diseases. And we're currently experiencing a year-long outbreak of high-path avian influenza that has cost poultry and livestock producers tens of millions of dollars in lost flocks, biosecurity expenses, and disruption to domestic and international markets. You and I also recently discussed the outbreak of the New World screwworm in Mexico that has the potential to be very destructive in the U.S. livestock industry if we don't act now. So diseases like African swine fever and foot and mouth disease are always too close for comfort, and we're quickly learning how important it is to be prepared for these outbreaks. I've long supported efforts to strengthen programs to help our producers prepare and respond to animal disease outbreaks. I applaud Secretary Rollins and the Trump administration for how they've handled these challenges already in the administration. And how do you plan to build on this work to ensure USDA is using its disease response resources to act quickly and effectively to protect American agriculture from these threats? And if confirmed, how can we support your work in tackling these challenges as a body?
Well, thank you for that question, Senator, and for the time you allotted me in your office before today's hearing. I know you raised this issue and a multitude of others. I guess when I think about the infrastructure that exists at APHIS to address animal diseases, I think first and foremost to the 2018 Farm Bill, where this committee and members on this committee helped lead the effort to get the 3-legged stool codified into law, which included the non-lab network, the NADPREP, Disease Prevention Response Program, and the Vaccine and Veterinary Countermeasures Bank. To me, that is a critical toolbox to APHIS in addressing and working with state partners in addressing animal disease issues. If I were confirmed, I would look to double down and help implement and expedite Secretary Rollins' 5-point plan on high-path AI. I want to get clear-eyed in an assessment about what's working well and what's not, and if there's challenges with the biosecurity pieces, how can we best plug and play the agency's resources to help producers meet that mandate. And with screwworm, that is a devastating, just scary disease parasite, and what it does to the host is it's almost 100% fatal without detection and intervention. In Texas, I think the department eradicated screwworm in the 1960s. So Secretary Rollins clearly took decisive action to prevent a potential incursion of screwworm. I would do everything I could to support that work, both with APHIS and the states and the stakeholder industry, to ensure we had the all-hands-on-deck approach we need.
Thank you very much. And Dr. Hutchins, Mississippi is a leader in agriculture research and very proud of the work that we have done across the state, especially in one of your alma maters, Mississippi State University. And as you know, these research initiatives support American farmers and ranchers in so many ways, including developing and improving crop genetics, advancing animal health capabilities, and creating new tools to fight diseases and pests that adversely affect production agriculture. In my lifetime, I have seen yields increase up to 400% at times because of these advancements, which must continue if we're going to provide a safe, abundant, affordable food supply. How will you work to strengthen partnerships with our land-grant universities and pave the way for new scientific advancements in American agriculture through the National Institute of Food and Agriculture and the Agricultural Research Service?
Senator, thank you for the question. Thank you for the time in Hale State.
So pleased to be here and address that. As I've indicated previously, the land-grant institutions are on the front lines of many of these issues. They have the talent, they have the ability to educate and use extension. And at Mississippi State, for example, not so much a screwworm, but they had a very similar scenario with the boll weevil. And the ARS boll weevil lab, combined with Mississippi State University, actually developed a lot of the techniques and so forth to eradicate that and, if you will, push it back down into South America. So we'll definitely put the land-grant institutions at the tip of the spear to address these issues and do everything we can to support.
Thank you very much.
Senator Smith.
Thank you very much, Chair